Hello, folks. This week we return to Stationeers after the beta branch merge and get working on redoing our air systems. Enjoy!
At all ready for them.
No, she's not ready for them at all.
I haven't mentally prepared for the scares.
She's never mentally prepared for it.
I'm never mentally prepared.
For anything.
That's just my state of being.
Yeah. Panic Skoka. That's pretty much it.
How are you today, Challenge? And welcome, Winter. How are you?
Mwah.
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 My voice just doesn't get down to that pitch. Mwah.
You can have Batman wah. Wah.
Oh my gosh.
You like Batman wah?
Batman. Batman as a moose. Okay, am I loading a save?
You should be joining a server.
Join server. Work in progress. Okay. I like how they give you an alert.
They give you a big warning. It's saying, by the way, this might be
weird.
Yeah.
Challenge is good. Winter is good. Excellent. I'm glad to hear it. Final and I are doing well.
You should be able to see it on the LAN.
No?
I can see it. I was right there.
Yeah?
It's Meldred's party, so.
Oh, there it is. There it is. I'm clicking.
There's a big green button. There you go. There you go.
But isn't there a password?
Mm-hmm.
The connection could not be established.
Let me go look. Settings.
Laundry change time, Olo. New washer and dryer were installed today. Ooh. Twice as big as your previous one. Did yours? I hope you were expecting to purchase new appliances.
Yeah, really.
That's a very expensive purchase if you were not anticipating it.
Go to join server again. I've turned off advertising.
So this one?
Yep.
Because it doesn't like tell me that I have selected it. I can just like click and nothing happens.
If you double click on it.
Double clicking is apparently the key. Do you have it open for me to join?
Yes.
Okay, well I can't join.
Does it still say it's broken?
Check the address. Connection could not be established.
Okay, let me try it again. I've stopped hosting the server. I've stopped hosting. Stop hosting. Turn on advertising.
I gotta drop your jaw in your throat. Okay. I'll work on that, Winter. I'll practice my moose calls.
Check something.
Not anticipating, but you had the money for a good set. Oh, that's nice, Olo. You really noticed the upgrade, that's for sure.
Yes.
So the unit that we have is like a washer and dryer in one, because that's what came with our rental unit.
It's actually not bad.
It's actually not bad, but the drying portion of it is really not great. The washing portion is good.
Yes.
The dryer, not so much. Hello, Picklebeard. Welcome. How are you doing today? It's going well. I have not yet been able to join the game. Final's like, should we do this before the stream happens? And I was like, no, people love to watch it when we can't figure this out.
Okay, you try again.
Try? Okay.
Nope. Maybe it's not gonna work. We'll try it again.
Try it again?
Yeah,
Okay.
just keep trying.
I don't see it.
No.
I mean, I can go back.
Yeah, let me try it again. Okay, turned it back on.
Okay.
Try it again.
There it is. Cross my fingers. Connection could not be established.
Okay, let me try taking the password out.
When did we last have the dryer vent cleaned? That's a good question. Because we can't access the outside of our apartment, really.
Well, ours
and
doesn't
this one
use,
doesn't have a vent.
Ours doesn't use a vent.
Yeah,
It's
it
all
doesn't
in
use
auto
a
one.
vent.
And there is a screen filter in front of the dryer because it's the dryer and the washing machine are one unit.
Mm-hmm. It's a bit funky.
I have set I have tried setting a password again, maybe, because I didn't like that. So I've tried it again.
Okay.
If that doesn't work, we'll try without a password.
Like,
See
do
if it
I need
asks you
to...
for a password.
No, it doesn't ask me, but hold on. Trying to like do different clicking. No, could not be established.
I just made a change. Try again.
Okay. Moment.
I actually think I might have to restart the session.
I don't see it.
Yeah, give me 1 sec.
Amazing. Yeah, I wouldn't say that I would recommend the washer and dryer in one unit because for the most part, like the dryer is okay, but you can you put stuff in there. Like if you have a load of just like regular old cotton clothes and you dry them for 2 hours, they're still like very damp. So it's not ideal. If we put like a full set of sheets and pillowcases and everything in there, I normally have to dry them for like 3 or 4 hours and then hang dry them still. So I'm like, what is the point of the dryer?
Okay, try again. Glad that you had a good documentary, Dre.
Still could not establish a connection.
Okay, let me try one more thing. Oh, actually.
There's a whole new update to Stationeers, which is why we're hitting this issue once again, I'm assuming.
Yep. I just sent you an invite through Steam. Try that.
Yeah. Going to it. I don't know if this is my same connection could not be established as before. Okay.
It was.
So
yes,
let me clear out of this and then try inviting me again.
Or you try going to Steam and joining off of me. Try that.
Okay.
There are errors that come up on the bottom left of your screen.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of errors.
I need you to catch what the red text says this time.
Okay. I might not be able to tab over there fast enough.
Hello, Jared. Well, so far we're having a technical difficulty where Skoka can't get in.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Okay, connection still can't be established.
Okay.
Network role, none cannot close connection. That's what I got.
Network role cannot close connection?
Yeah.
I have disconnected you.
Oh, wow, Winter. Okay, so it was a dryer vent when you got it cleared out. Otherwise, it takes 3 full runs to dry. Yikes. I know. Stationeers is broken. Final really wants to play Stationeers. We're going to try to make it happen.
Okay, let me try one more thing. Let's try starting Stationeers over again.
Right. I feel like in the last few months, very few of our streams have gone well from the technical perspective. Almost every stream, there is a new issue to encounter.
Yeah.
Either in setting it up, during the stream. Like, we actually did way better a few months ago. Now it's like super not fun.
Well, I mean, Stationeers is they went through a whole redo.
Yes, it did. Time to play Stardew.
Okay.
I mean, we definitely could ask our landlord, but we're trying to buy an apartment
Well,
right now, so
they clean the vents all the time.
they do. I think it's just because it's a bad appliance, because something is supposed to both wash and dry your clothes in the same machine.
Yes, it's not the.
You're asking it to do too much.
Okay. Try going join server. You might not see it.
Should I enter the IP port?
Oh yeah, you can do that. Yep. Ready for the IP?
Yes.
10.0.0
10.0.0
.53
.53
colon. It's looking for a port, right? So that's gonna be 27016.
Okay.
Yeah, solo. It's a single unit, single piece. Player connecting.
That was the answer.
It was.
All right, we did it.
Congratulations.
Press OK to create character.
Yeah.
I just created a character,
Well, press OK to create a new character.
but it's just loaded me into the game.
Yes.
So how do I? Where's the OK button?
Press escape.
Change appearance.
Change appearance.
Okay. All right, let's do it. I don't know. What color? What eye color did I use before? I think
I
it
don't
was
remember.
green. I think it was green.
I think it was green.
The face seems fine. Skin color seems fine. There's the pink bob. That was the look. There we go. Return to game. Here I am.
Welcome back. There's nothing here.
There's nothing here.
Well, I mean, the base needs charging and all that other stuff, fun stuff.
All that other fun. It has been a while.
I mean, Winter is right. They did warn us. They did say it was going to be glitchy.
They did say. It is, yeah. Although it's a washer dryer hybrid, so it's literally just one machine. It just looks like a washing machine or a dryer, but it is both things in one.
It's really nice to be able to set the entire process, to be able to be like, okay, here you go, turn on, then when you're done, start drying.
It just does all of it.
All of it in one go. There's no like changing things around process, which is super great.
That is very convenient, but then the aforementioned drying does not dry.
Well, the drying is suboptimal.
Mediocre at best.
All right. I think
Now
it's
what?
time to...
Now what? Let's refamiliarize ourselves with the base.
Yes, so there's nothing in here. Oh, by the way, I was going to show you. Look, the soup is in there weird.
Wow. The soup is upright, so we can read what it is.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, and I think all of our tomato seeds expired.
Don't think so. There's pumpkin seed, there's wheat seeds, there's corn seeds, there's potato seeds, rice seeds, fern seeds, soybeans, egg carton. There might not be any tomatoes there.
Because they were in here.
Yeah, they might be dead.
Is it Alt that I hold to open things?
Alt to move your cursor around and grab stuff from your far side.
Yeah.
We could have we could probably make cream of corn soup.
We could make corn soup.
Like corn soup, yeah, because we have corn seeds.
Random stuff. Okay.
We don't have very many corn seeds.
A can of corn.
Yes.
What should we do with our canned corn? What do people do with canned corn?
They eat it.
Like,
did you know
you're
they're
just
literally
eating sides of corn?
Did you know that like canned corn is actually just like cooked in the can? It's literally just corn that's been put in the can and then cooked.
Mm-hmm.
Because they cook the entire can.
Because they cook the can.
Yeah, they literally like submerge the can and cook it.
And cook it. Well, we're coming up on corn season.
We are.
So, I don't know. Give me your best corn recipes.
I mean, we barbecue ours. Oh yeah, there's a new suit lady.
I can't hear Suit Lady, but she hasn't had anything to tell me yet, so.
Yeah. So we have a base.
I'm stuck in the door as per usual.
Can't remember. Oh, yeah. I remember. I have to fix this.
This is more extensive than I remember it being.
No, this hasn't changed. Things might look a little different. But I realize, I remember now that I have to fix the filtration in here. Because Rev said it's going to not work, and I have to fix it. I'm like, oh. Thanks,
Stop being
Rev.
right.
We were going to build a new furnace.
Oh, I do have tomatoes. There's 6 tomatoes in here that we
There
could...
you go.
Okay, I guess I'll replant.
You can do that. Yeah, replant those. Gosh.
Gosh. Jeez Louise.
Oh, yeah, we have the beginnings of a new airlock. That was what you were working on. You were going to work on a new airlock.
I was working on an elevator, and I made it work.
Yes. Yes, you did.
I did make... Oh, you left without me. Okay, I'm going to plant the tomatoes.
I'm just pressing buttons in the elevator.
Olo tries not to eat corn? Jared doesn't have to move clothes because the washer failed again? Have we ever tried raw corn on the cob? It's your favorite, Winter? So you just don't cook it. You just have it as like a fresh, raw vegetable.
Well, I've had raw-ish corn on like tacos and stuff like that before. Bearing in mind, we can only do that because of the exceptionally modified corn that we have. Not just us, like the world in general.
Humans now?
Yeah. Okay, I need to fix this.
Okay, what is the highest temperature that the room can be for growing tomatoes?
Well, what temperature is in there now?
54.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's too hot.
That seems too hot. So I need to put more ice in the ice
thingy, yeah.
Okay, I have to go find ice then.
Okay.
Let's go do that.
Is the console working for you?
This it is. Yes, I can see. I can push the button.
Oh, good.
You microwave corn, Jared? I know that corn is one of your favorites. I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, just shuck it off and then eat it. Yeah.
Pretty sure it is Jared's absolute favorite.
Along with rice and
ham.
And ham.
Yeah. We're not making
what are your favorite foods, Final? Give us a list.
Food.
Okay, that's super helpful. Thank you.
You're welcome. I thought I would be super helpful.
Always.
I am a pretty helpful human.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on the day. Okay. I have to rejig everything in here. Because if I don't, everything will explode.
Everything. Literally everything.
Well,
this ice.
Yeah, kind of, sort of. No, what'll happen is...
That's oxide. Oxide is not ice.
No, oxide is solid oxygen.
Okay. Alright. Ice, where are you? Where are you, Ice? Master Scarlet just subscribed. Thank you so much for your subscription, Scarlet. I very much appreciate it. How are you doing today? Should I explode the base? All of Final's hard work, and I'm just gonna blow it up.
I mean, something like something you would do.
He's like, well, isn't that a metaphor for every game we play?
Literally every single one. Okay, I need my wrench.
More ice.
Take that.
So we can fill up our air conditioner and make a cocktail, right? We can have those in this game.
You say that. Don't.
We got ice.
Don't doubt
We
it.
have some vegetables that we could, I don't know, make into a cocktail somehow.
With the right chemicals,
We got tomatoes. We can make Caesars.
we could make alcohol. I'm pretty
We
sure.
could make alcohol. Oh, there we are.
I don't think anybody knows what a Caesar is.
Does anybody know what a Caesar is in terms of alcoholic beverages?
Robe. Hello,
You're
Robe.
doing well, Scarlett, and hey, bro, welcome. How are you today? Nice to see ya. I think I have enough ice.
Do you though?
We will find out.
You ever have enough ice?
I don't think so.
The answer to that is no, by the
I
way,
like
folks.
ice.
There is never enough ice for Skoka.
I think I've told this story before, but my mother does not like ice. She thinks that drinking things that are too cold is bad for your system. I don't know. She got this somewhere where it's like bad for your digestion if you have really cold things. So she would not. My mother is an interesting character, and she did not allow us to have like ice cube trays or ice of any kind in the house. So one of the first things I did when I moved out was I bought like 10 ice cube trays, and I'm just like, we are having a lot of ice. Which is hilarious. Of all the things that you could do to rebel against your parents, mine was buying ice cube trays.
Explains a lot once you really get to know Skoka. She's truly a rebel at heart.
Truly a rebel. We did get our air conditioner installed, Jared. Yes, thank you. It's going right now.
Because the heat dome is coming.
Yeah, Sprobe says vodka, horseradish, etc. for a Caesar.
Yes, except I made a
We
whole
got
bunch
clam juice.
yeah, it's clamato, not
It's, what is it? The equivalent is a Bloody Mary?
yes, but instead of tomato juice, you have clamato juice. And
We have
clamato
clamato
juice is a
juice.
premix that is clam juice and tomato juice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure everyone is collectively going, ugh.
Are you doing some Googling, bro? 10 dashes of Worcestershire?
Yeah. Worcestershire sauce in the drink. It's great. Every bar in Canada has Worcestershire sauce
Caesar. Yeah.
behind the bar.
Yep. I can't have a traditional Caesar because
She
clam
cannot.
juice. I'm
You can have a
allergic.
vegan.
But they can, if they have the like vegan Worcestershire. That I'm throwing a ton of china away. I did not throw the china away. I
She did.
donated it.
She got aggressive.
Oh, hello, Wantel. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the dance party. You have a heat dome as well, Jared? Yes, we're
coming up on it. It's going to be here soon.
We're getting our version of a heat dome. Okay, temperature dropping. Good.
Okay. I think I then need to.
You haven't played this game in ages, bro? Last you played, you built the automatic adjusting atmo heated. Advanced smelter. Fancy. Fancy. We haven't played in some time.
Yes, we
And
have
there's
not.
been a big update, apparently.
Yes. Yes,
Let's
yes.
swap it. And then we can add more ice.
There's not much in the way of new
Crush.
content for it. They did a whole back end refresh of it. And so it behaves much better, actually, than it used to. It plays much better.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole bunch of like it went from in really complex systems, it went from like chugging at like 40 or 30 or 40 FPS to doing 120 or 200 FPS in the same scene.
So the
Huge
changes
increase.
are mostly in the background. Explain why you load Steam. Gotta get in here, bro.
Yeah, completely, like, complete redo of all of the back-end infrastructure.
It was 38 Celsius yesterday, Jared. That's very hot. Oh my gosh, I would melt.
Yes.
You wonder what the price for this game is, Wantel? That's a good question. I don't know.
It's not that expensive, I think.
We bought this some time ago. Years ago.
It's not that expensive. Okay, so this is nitrogen. This is
$29.99 in American dollars.
Yes, that sounds about right.
Okay, we're gonna have to wait for this temperature to work its way down.
We're gonna take this, put that over there. We're gonna take this.
So what do we have in here? A portable air conditioner. Is this something that I should put in this room?
You can, actually. You can open it up in that room and place it. That'll help cool the room down.
Love
It is a magic air conditioner.
It's a magic air conditioner.
Yeah, it's technically it's a machine that disobeys the laws of thermodynamics. That's why it's magic.
Okay, awesome.
It drives some Stationeers players insane because it very much is not what the game is about.
Magic.
Yeah. No.
I bought 10 ice cube trays because who wouldn't let you? Because of why? My mother doesn't like. Oh, there's the new suit lady. Okay.
I told you there was a new suit lady.
There's a new suit lady. My mother does not like drinking or eating very cold things because apparently it's bad for your digestion or your chi or I don't know. Some chakra will be out of alignment if you eat too cold of things. This is what I grew up with, okay? So I love iced things, and I was never allowed to have ice.
Do you want to tell the team what your mother's profession is?
What her profession is? She is a Reiki healer,
Yes.
which is an energy healer.
Energy healer.
She's actually a Reiki master is the qualification. She's now at the level of Reiki master, so she can heal your energies and chakras for you.
Yes, she can. Yeah, she can do that. Yes. Yes, I think...
If that's your thing.
Yeah. I'm going to go stand next to the batteries and get my energy healed.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I say these things to Skoka and she gets mad at me.
Oh, okay.
See?
No, I'm not mad at you. I try to be supportive of what my mother is doing, but I also struggle with it sometimes.
Most of the time.
Ice cube tray killed my father. Exactly, Scarlett, exactly. You used to have everything automated, bro. You had drawn up the logistics systems to automate solar panels and smelters. Nice.
Yep, you can do that. You can still do that. We have a script that Rev wrote for us that is running our solar panels. So
Stationeers brought to you by Rev.
yeah, this is really, and Stationeer and even Rev is now streaming Stationeers.
Yes.
Yes.
I just have to turn it on and it works. Literally it. The portable air conditioner?
Yes, that's literally it. You
Oh,
plug
and
in
it
the
just has
batteries.
a battery. I have to plug in the battery.
Yes, that is a thing that you have to do with most electronics.
I just have to provide it with a battery. I don't actually have to cable it anywhere.
Nope, you just plug it in. Just put the battery into it.
Okay, I will go get a battery.
Yeah, go get a battery. Jeez.
Go get a battery. Jeez Louise.
Come on. Battery sorted. I think I need to change this around. I think I need one more thing. So this one will be... Okay, let's get the filters that I do need in.
Never heard of it? Never heard of being a Reiki healer as your profession? Or the not eating cold things? She didn't eat ice cream. She still doesn't. She doesn't eat any sugar.
She's also the queen of slightly odd diets.
Every weird diet that has happened, my mother has tried it.
Yes, she has.
You have to be a healing master in order to raise a Skoka. I mean, probably. I was allergic to so many things.
She is.
I was a bit of a minefield as a child to raise. That's for sure. I was allergic to everything.
Still is.
Still is. Well, I was allergic to more things as a kid, actually. It was even worse. What you're saying is you need fancy ice cube trays. I don't think we have any freezer space for more ice cube trays.
We don't.
We don't.
Please don't send us any more free ice cube trays.
Final is saying no to the ice cube trays.
Yeah, no, don't.
Oh,
don't
thank
do
you,
it,
Jared, for giving Rev a shout out. If you would like to see more Stationeers content that is far better and more well presented than this, you should follow Rev.
Go follow Rev. Yeah. Streams on Sundays right before us.
That he does. Okay, battery on. Okay, so is it getting colder? Let's see.
We were in loud cold things.
Oh, yes.
Oh, all right. All right. Also, yes, Jared, I did see that no one is using the WoW's role. Very disappointed in everyone.
You were going to get into the coding of the game, but you could not wrap your head around it, bro. You're gonna use C# programming for game development? Okay. Oh, gotcha.
It's
because your background is in game development, right? If I remember correctly.
It's in Lua, as far as I remember correctly.
If you sent a freezer for more ice cube trays, I could just have so much ice.
You could.
What a dream. What a dream. Okay, this is probably gonna be plenty cold.
Can't go this way? Why can't I go this way?
So if we turn that off. You're doing okay over there.
No. Figure out why I can't run this pipe where I want.
One of those little counter ice makers. I mean, we can determine this after Final and I buy an apartment, and then we can see how much counter space we have. Because right now we have 0 counter space. It's very tiny.
Yes. So we have
very
0.
tiny. What was I was going to do something, and now I don't remember what it was I was going to do.
That's normal.
Yeah, this happens often.
It does happen quite a bit.
You do not like the new suit voice lady? I agree, bro, but I feel like it's a little aggressive. A little... very sharp.
Suit lady's a little aggressive. I was commenting on that earlier.
We need ice cube variety. Maybe some of the ones that make giant square cubes for views. We have giant spheres for... We have, what are they called? Whiskey spheres?
Yes.
We have those. Okay, so I should be able to plant the hydroponics. So that's good. Let's go back.
This elevator is pretty great. So glad I asked you to build that.
It only took me 3 hours to figure it out.
Only.
Only.
You were doing only 3 hours.
Only 3 hours. Ah, I did remember correctly. Your background is in game development. Bro, that's awesome. Final is my man since he gave me ice. There we go.
Yeah, it's exactly like
the
that.
savior. If the power goes out, you have lots of stored water. Exactly. Exactly. Yoga house hunting. Does it come with an ice cube freezer?
We found a unit just the other day that has a its own little bar.
It does have its own little bar with
nice.
A wine fridge.
Yes. You were very excited about that.
Mm-hmm. We can just store lots of ice in there instead of wine. Because we don't drink that much wine that requires refrigeration for that extended period.
Yeah, what she's trying to say, folks, is that we're going to drink it all before we finish it.
I know, we're not very
Drink it
good
all
at like
before it needs to be-
stockpiling on wine. We just buy it and then drink it immediately.
Yeah. we're just going to drink it all immediately. There's no point in storing it.
Wait, we shall. Oh my gosh, we're just gonna get so many packages of ice cube trays in the mail.
Sounds like a you problem.
It's not a problem, actually.
Ugh.
It's a final problem.
It's turning into a me problem. Ugh.
Go. Well, I know if anybody could find cute ice cube trays, it's probably you, Olo. Can we put Jarvis or Friday in the suit instead? That would be so good, bro.
If only you could do that.
Oh, you have one with a mini fridge and a sink, Winter? That's cool. Yes, see, Scarlett, a wine fridge is an ice cube fridge. Thank you. Somebody is understanding the direction that we need to take this. Okay, so our elevator is working. What were we gonna do on this top floor? I don't remember.
You were gonna make a living space.
I was gonna make a living space. Okay. I can do that. While there is still daylight, is there anything I need to go mine?
Not as far as I don't think so. You did a good job with all of this ore that's in here. There's lots of gold. There's lots of copper.
I know. I was doing a great job. Look at all this ore that I have us stocked up on.
Don't give yourself that much praise. Okay.
I got a whole cupboard filled.
Yeah, sure. What was that?
Or a quick nap pod. Oh, that's a good idea, bro. Oh my goodness, we need to find an ice heart maker. Little ice cubes in the shape of hearts for my frozen heart.
It's pretty funny, actually.
That's funny. Because I don't know where. Because I think the emote is a tier 2 emote.
It is. Yeah, you need more tier 2 subscribers.
Because I have a frozen heart emote somewhere.
Pretty sure it's a tier 2.
Let's see. Yeah, there it is. There's the frozen heart. You have a little wine fridge at work for your wine kegs, bro, and you had another worker. The perfect size to use as a sleeping pod. Amazing. Did I get more? I don't know if I have more emote slots.
You should have more emote slots, and you should be able to do the animated emotes as well.
I'm not sure.
I can do animated emotes. You should be able to do animated emotes. You're not that far away in follower count from me, so.
That's true. I can check, because before I was capped at like 5 emotes. So I should probably have more now. What I was gonna do is check the Stationpedia.
There we go. Cool. Okay.
Organics. Tomato.
Okay, so there is hydrogen, oxygen,
So I'm just trying to figure out what the ideal temperature to grow these things is at.
It's like 21 to 30 something.
Okay. Okay. How do I split this stack? Oh, there we go. Split half.
You see this Goka's keeping her pet skulls in there.
Yes, they're your skulls. You wanted to keep them, so I stored them.
Typical.
Typical. Oh, I have to do jumping jacks. All right, Scarlet. All right. And then we'll go see what Final is building, bro. Okay.
Let's see.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Sorry, I'm distracted by
6,
bouncy
7,
lady over there.
8, 9, 10.
I think that is the... Yeah, that's the X. Over
All right.
there. This is CO2. That's X. So I need another filtration just to do X. This is nitrogen, and then I need a filtration just to do CO2. So I need another atmospherics.
Okay. So what are we?
Atmospherics kit. Where are they? Where's the kit? Kit atmospherics. There it is.
Oh yeah, it keeps going up in temperature. That was a fun noise. Okay.
Need some more
Turn
copper.
this on.
Also need another. Make another X one.
I can see it slowly migrating to the other side of the room. Look at that.
Is it getting warmer? Is the room getting warmer now?
When I turn the air conditioner off, it's getting warmer.
Oh, yes. I mean, daylight. Where's the other?
Go.
Oh, there it is. Okay, fine.
Oh, I have to do some push-ups as well.
Yes, you do.
A free scavenger. I'm not sure what that is, Wansel. Well, see, no, those aren't the people who've been executed. Those are final skulls. We're saving those for later. Okay, 5 push-ups.
Let's do this.
2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm gonna go over here. Atmospheric. We're gonna do a filtration.
Oh, and we're doing sit-ups. All right, all right.
Have to put it over here.
The sound alert visual is not popping up. Again. Again.
It's not my fault.
It is very delayed. Okay, sit-ups.
Corner. Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4,
T-junction. There we go.
5.
Oh, Scarlett's making me do squats now.
There you go.
That's nitrogen. This is X. Yeah, so the bottom one is X.
Did you just sit down? This is precisely what you're all doing, is you're spacing out the workouts now. I see it.
Yeah, you all think you're sneaky.
You're so sneaky.
Meanwhile, you're conspiring in a back room somewhere.
Yeah, the sound alerts visuals, I will test them before the stream and they work fine, and as soon as I start streaming, they become delayed. We haven't been able to figure out what the issue is. I think it's probably just Twitch. Because the sound comes through and then the visual is very glitchy.
I think it's something to do with browser sources in OBS.
Right.
Yes, Scarlett. Doing my squats. Oh, I have to do my curls now too. Okay, fine.
Oh.
Fine.
Okay, now we have to turn this on.
Two, 3, 4. I have to do curls.
Mm-hmm. That's so fun. So fun. All subscribers should be able to count with ×2 of those? I don't think so, Wantle. I've set a very good price for those.
See you. I don't even have to pay for that one.
You don't have to pay for that one, no. Yeah, the visual is so slow. I don't know. I have tried. I've tried to fix it.
Actually gonna have to up the weight on those.
It doesn't want to be fixed. You have to up the weight. Oh, that's so nice for you.
I won't be able to carry them anymore.
I can't anyway. Okay, we'll go check out what Final's doing.
Going through batteries, that's what I'm doing.
Can also do that through the Final cam. Well, he sounds like a caveman. It's sort of his Batman impersonation.
I'm, very caveman-like.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like if a Bruce Wayne was a caveman.
I was super delayed. That was like 30-second delay for the link. Okay, so what are you working on, Final?
I am working on a thing.
A thing?
Yes. Did you know? It's a thing. So I am working on repiping and reorganizing all of the filtration over here.
Mm-hmm.
Because our Lord and Savior Rev pointed out that if one of these filtrations, because I had the filtrations running into each other, so one filtration fed into the next one.
Mm-hmm. Was that bad?
That was bad because if that one failed, it just stopped sending everything through the filtered.
That would be bad.
And then sends everything through the unfiltered.
Yes.
Which is a problem. Yes.
Hey, Alien, welcome. How are you today? Final should pay $10 for him getting that free sound. He should. That is a $10 sound.
Hello, Alien.
With the funny part being that people actually pay for it, so I'm surprised every time it happens.
And also terrified.
I
quite common.
dislike it greatly.
It is her favorite sound alert.
Nope, it is not.
It definitely is. Definitely her favorite. This is on the wrong sentence. Curse.
You'll be lurking and preparing to stream, bro. Oh, well, perhaps we can go send a raid your way later. Thank you. I hope this stream goes well too. We'll see if we accomplish anything. You fully reset your internet earlier to fix your security camera just to watch your 3D printer while you're not home. Kind of fun. That's kind of fun. $200 for a security camera just to watch a 3D printer? I mean, if it brings you joy.
Really, if that's really.
I don't see an issue with it.
Okay, let's try this again. Obviously, this is all wrong.
Just all wrong.
It's all wrong. All of it is
wrong. You managed to, make all of it wrong.
Did manage to make all of it wrong.
Just the worst.
It is ultimately the worst. I need to figure out how I'm going to lay this next pipe. Oh, I need even more pipes. So, all right, so I'm going to print more pipes. That's what I'm going to do.
More pipes.
More pipe. Oh, actually. Nope, go away. Need this. I need to print another atmospherics. That's what I need to do first. Print!
Oh, no.
What I wanted. Here, have a thing.
No. Oh, I hate that one.
She loves it.
It's so yucky.
It's
so yucky.
She loves it.
No, I don't love it.
It's her favorite.
No. And it isn't even showing me who played it, so thank you.
It says so in your chat.
It doesn't say in my chat.
It does to me.
I don't see it.
Who do you think did it?
I think that it was Scarlet.
Yes. Good job.
I was correct. I think that I was correct. I don't know. Can I refresh something to see if it speeds it up?
If you right-click on your chat, it'll refresh that. And if you refresh the browser source for your sound alerts, it should come back faster.
Sound alerts, that through the little cog?
No, you'd have to go to the browser source, the actual, like, element in the scene.
Okay.
Doesn't know what I'm talking about.
I guessed correctly. Thank you, Scarlett. Awful.
Offset.
It's awful.
Dead. Her favorite. Okay, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? CO2. CO2? Thank you, Dre, for the Xeno Growl.
1,000 bits. That is correct, Wansel. It is pricey because I really dislike it.
Yeah, she really doesn't like it. It's her absolute favoritist. Okay, I think I can figure out how to do this. I need to take these out.
Alright, well, I've adjusted, refreshed. We'll see.
Try that again.
Oh, that's cool.
What?
Probe. You can get a piece of technology to remotely access a 3D printer in case something goes wrong. That's super interesting.
Should we also be able to, like, port forward all the controls, too, if you need to?
Huh.
Need pipes.
More pipes?
More pipes.
Okay.
You gonna get started on building your thing? Come on.
Building the upstairs?
What you might want to do is figure out if some of, like, furniture and stuff needs supports. So you might need frames up there, like the full cubes.
The full cubes, yeah. Oh, your pipes are flying about.
Isn't your thing? You didn't catch it.
The alert showed up for the applause. Okay, so it's just inconsistent. Some days are better than others. Some days it's like perfectly on the ball. Other days, not so much. You're trying to start up your own stream, Wansel? You think your PC is crap for it? I mean, that depends. There are lots of very smart people in regards to technology in our Discord. We have a tech channel. If you are interested in getting some support there, that's a good group to chat with.
And stop.
Mostly a person who wishes to sell you fake followers. Yep.
That is very common.
Want to become famous?
That's pretty much how it always works. There's always those bots, and you have to get rid of the bots.
Yes.
Because Twitch likes to claim that's a bannable offense if you don't.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
If you didn't do anything about it, it could be considered. So.
Grounds for banishment.
Well, it's more like it's considered. You didn't do anything about it, so.
You are not doing anything against it, therefore you're technically participating in it.
Yes. Particularly if it shows up in the video on your stream.
Right. That makes sense. What is everybody else up to this evening or morning? How are your days going? Okay, how are we doing in terms of temperature? Because it's going to keep going up, and then I have to bring the temperature down so that the plants do not die.
Yeah, you need a real filtration system of some kind. or,
Because this
well,
is
air
very
conditioning.
temperamental.
Right.
It's
no,
true. Winter is the famous here. The most famous. Jared, you're doing nothing except watching. That seems unlike you. Alien is deep into Satisfactory. How's that going? Been some time
T
since
section.
Final and I have played. Oh, it now gives you like a progress bar on the growth of the tomato?
Yep. It did that before, just not as much as it does now. It's better now.
Gotcha.
A random battery in here, by the way.
Okay.
That's there. Put it away.
Great.
Dioxide. Carbon dioxide. Okay, so I have pollutants. I have O2, nitrogen, CO2. Okay, so now I just have to figure out power for everything, which is going to be a small nightmare.
I mean, we have our room of power.
No, that's not the problem.
That's not the power. The words.
Words are hard.
Problem. That's not the problem.
That is not the problem. The problem I have is feeding power to all the places it needs to get to.
Right. You always want to do something else while watching. Doesn't always happen. I mean, that's fair. Sometimes it's nice just to relax and not do anything else. I don't know. I'm particularly bad for that. I feel like I always need to be doing something.
Yes, and if she doesn't, she fidgets constantly.
Yep. I do. So I guess I'm just waiting until the room gets a bit too hot and then turning the air conditioner back on.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Oh, did this lose battery?
Hunger, caution.
Hunger, caution.
How do I check the tablet? I have to like right click it?
There's R.
Oh yeah, it needs a battery. Okay, I will get one of those.
Yeah, there we go. Let's power to that. Let's power to that. That's power.
A while ago, you did modify your crazy large grid railgun on a small grid ship to be just a civilian ship with no crazy railgun. That seems like a lot of modifying, Jared. You're making 4.8k petroleum coke and it need 80 refineries to burn to use it all? That means you need 24k water per minute? Well, that's a fun problem. That's a fun problem.
Alien is practicing being a civil engineer.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Muffled
much,
screaming.
pretty much like all the constant calculations you have to do.
Wantel, I'm thinking you're working.
Okay, so
Jetpack critical.
now that'll be just CO2 into that. I need a backflow.
Applause. And then we didn't even get the visual for the applause this time. What is going on?
Just having a rough go.
It's just having a rough go. Okay, what's my other option? Is it in the docs or the scene collection where I go and refresh it fully?
In the actual scene.
In the actual scene.
You watch her change her scene to the thing now. I will go help.
No. Final's concerned that I'm gonna mess it up. Because we're in the scene, right? Oh, here, let me tab over. Uh-huh. The sound alerts, yeah. Refresh browser. Okay. And we go back.
Turns off.
Yeah. And then we wait and see.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Being so
All right.
helpful.
Well, now I know how to do that.
Yeah. Probably
Woohoo.
done that before.
I don't recall doing that, so you probably did it for me.
Mm-hmm.
One of these days you'll get Satisfactory, Jared. I assume that you would like it.
Yeah, you probably would.
Alien, your Satisfactory save is from update 1, so you've had to rebuild almost everything twice so far over the years. Oh my goodness. That is dedication. Okay. Okay, so I can take the seeds now. Perfect.
Let's try.
Okay, so let's see what happens. That's true. If you like Factorial, you'll like Satisfactory.
You will, but if you liked playing Factorio because of being able to build things that had a purpose, you might not like Satisfactory. Because Satisfactory is very much building the factory because it's a factory building game, whereas Factorio, there's the entire, being able to build it and fight off biters and that kind of stuff.
True, it's different.
It is different. It's a different game.
Style. Maybe that's the word.
They're both factory building games in that sense.
They're
right?
both building a factory.
So they're very similar, but they are different games.
Satisfactory is basically 3D Factorio minus the threat. Satisfactory is like Space Engineers in that there's not a goal necessarily.
Yeah, there will be, especially when they finish their story.
Right.
But it's not there yet.
Yeah, it's more of a sandbox. It's just a big world, and you can just do whatever you want. You can make one tiny factory and just like explore the rest of the time.
The exploration part of Satisfactory is pretty good, but it's a little thin right now because it's not fully flushed out. They're not going to fully flush that out until it goes 1.0. Back pressure regulator.
I'm wondering if the temperature will stay lower now because it's night.
Should. Where is my wire cutter? There we go.
We can run slowly around in our little room.
We can get you a little hamster wheel in there if you want.
Right? Well, Juan will play the Chariots of Fire, so it's what you do. You run around slowly.
Right.
You don't think you'd enjoy Factorio, Alien, but you greatly enjoy Satisfactory? Might be one of those stages where you're a bit tired of playing some games alone. That's fair, Jared. Update 6 is a large exploration update. Okay.
Yes.
There are too many games to play, y'all. Too many games. Not enough time.
What I think we definitely need to do is maybe go back to Satisfactory, because
Because
Skoka loves spiders.
No.
They're her favorite
Oh,
thing.
are there more spiders? Is it gonna be worse?
I don't know.
I distinctly remember it was in Satisfactory the first time that we had played it, and Final didn't tell me that there were any enemies in this game. He was just like, yeah, it's fun. We're just gonna build a factory and run around. So I had no idea. So I can't remember. I was out exploring. Do you remember this? And I like jumped up on something, and then I turned around, and there was this spider like leaping into my face, and I screamed so loud. I don't know if Final has ever recovered from watching that.
No,
It was just
great.
He was just killing himself laughing.
I wish we were streaming it because I would have clipped it and then monetized the living daylight out of it.
It was like a proper shriek. I was terrified.
You know this means everyone's going to get excited about the fact that you have to play Satisfactory on stream now.
We have streamed it.
We have once.
We have once.
Once. Only once.
Only once. Playing Atlas for 350 hours by yourself is tiring? Yeah, I bet so, Jared. I really do. Factorio is very intense at times. You have over 2,000 hours and never launched the rocket in survival, bro? I mean, that seems fine. You do whatever you want to do. You hate the Striders, Alien? Me too. 500 hours of Stellaris alone also tires you, Jared? Well, I mean, you get to play Stellaris and WoWs with the community events when they happen.
Yep.
If y'all want to join more of the community events.
Well, I mean, what we do, we usually have a match of Kill Jared. It's usually
We have a match of Kill Jared. That's true. We do
Oh, we
have that happen.
We have played Grounded.
We have.
Skoka
I did
also
not
freaked out
like
at the
it.
spiders.
I did not like it.
She really didn't like the spiders in Grounded.
No.
There was an update. I think Grounded's 1.0. I think it is now. So I'm very tempted to go back to that because there's spiders in it.
No. Oh, yuck. Yuck. Oh, this one just like crawls up my spine. I don't like it.
Dude, she loves it.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you for the sound alert. Oh. I don't even know who that was. It's still not showing up.
Grounded is pretty
Olo.
much
It was
Honey the I Shrunk the
Olo.
Kids. Alien, yeah. What am I? Oh, I'm okay. So I have a new
Thank
problem.
you, Olo. Now my skin is crawling. Yeah, Grounded is totally like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah. Crowbar.
I guess I'll get the 2 tomato seeds then. No.
No?
Xeno growl. Olo.
Skoka's always so excited
Now
about
I'm
this.
always so jittery. Thank you, Olo. Yuck.
She really can't handle it, team.
No, not today, apparently. Can't do it. Okay. Tomato, you have unfavorable lighting. I know that. So, once it gets light out, I will have to blast the air conditioner again.
Mm-hmm.
And then hopefully we can grow some tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
But I have 6 seeds now, so this is good.
What's the temperature in the room now?
27.5.
There you go. So something you need to be aware of.
Mm-hmm.
That air conditioning unit has a finite ability to air condition.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to, once it gets full, you have to remove it by taking it out of the room.
Mm.
and then converting it and switching its mode from cooling to heating, and then it'll release all of its heat at once. You don't want to be right next to it because it releases all of its heat at once. So it can jump the local ambient temperature up to like 10,000 degrees.
That's not ideal.
A ridiculous temperature.
Having streams just for the scares is, you don't like them, Jared? You're done now, Olo? Well, thank you. That is very generous. It still blows my mind that people are willing to spend actual dollars to scare me. Is this the tomato growth sim? It is, Brobe. Because I killed all of the tomatoes last time, so we were out of tomato seeds. So I have to now fix my mistake.
Yes.
Oh no, indeed. Looks at pretzel bags, but not Phasmo, Jared. Did I read the last question? Well, I thought I read all of the questions. Space engineers and no flying on planets, only rovers? I mean, that has been done before. I don't know if we've done that.
We have not done that.
Find Phasmo isn't overly scary. Unless you're in VR, bro. Well, in 25 followers, I'm going to have to play Phasmophobia.
Yeah. Real soon.
It's real soon.
It's
Real soon.
It's getting excited, folks. Did you know?
That's going to be like in a few weeks.
Yeah, at this rate.
In a few weeks. Really. Maybe like a month. Maybe we'll just delay it. Just nobody follow.
I'm sure that'll go well for you.
Ooh, a trivia question. We can use the new trivia book. I got a new trivia book.
Yes. Good.
Here we go. First section I flipped to, the Cold War. That's an uplifting topic.
That's the new World War II. Because every movie and every is these days is going to be about the Cold War again.
Okay, question. Trivia question. What was the name of the group of countries that wished to stay neutral in the Cold War?
Oh.
What was the name of the group of countries that wished to stay neutral in the Cold War? So this trivia book that I got, well, this is trivia for all ages, so I'm hoping there's less like sitcoms from the 50s as a category. This one is supposed to be more like general trivia, is what I'm hoping.
Yes, Alien Skoka is quivering with excitement.
No.
Yeah, she's very excited.
Never mind. I have not fully inspected all of the categories in this book, but there's a lot of different sections.
Good. Different sections.
Where the other ones before were just like, here's a random amount of questions, where this actually like divides it into sections, like music, animals.
What are we doing over here? Oh, good. We're not that far away.
But it's also hard to know what people are interested in, because like some boomer type questions people would be interested in. Okay, there's a music section called the Best of 2012.
Ooh. Gonna be a lot of questionable titles in there.
There will be a lot of questionable titles in there. Serial Jaywalker, hello. Welcome, how are you today? we have a channel point redemption here for trivia questions. So I had a trivia book previously that had a lot of boomer style questions, and I just got a new one. So we're still unsure if the questions will be better.
Yes, we are unsure.
Quiz number 6, number 8.
I don't need a digital.
So the question was, what was the name of the group of countries that wished to stay neutral in the Cold War? The answer is the Non-Aligned Movement.
Oh, yeah.
No, yeah.
They were really, you know what they're also really good at?
What?
Picking names.
Picking names. They're really good at picking names.
I'm going to need your help.
Yeah?
Yes.
Let's see. Famous musicians. Is this all going to be old people?
It's actually the League of Non-Aligned Worlds, although.
Here we go. Famous musicians. This is a singer who is not from the 1950s. What is Lady Gaga's real name? You're getting a free trivia question. What is Lady Gaga's real name? I'm harvesting a tomato. Okay, let's harvest all of these.
Trying to think of anagrams of Lady Gaga.
Ew, David. A non-aligned movement. How original. They really knew how to name things back then.
League of Non-Aligned Powers, if you're in Stellaris. Yes, also true.
You're a huge Cold War era history fan? Serial? Really fascinating. It is really fascinating stuff. Okay, let me refrigerate these tomatoes. I have corrected my mistake. And I got 6 tomato seeds and also 6 more tomatoes.
Excellent.
So now we have 9 tomatoes in the fridge and 6 tomato seeds.
Excellent.
Music died in 1812. I think her last name is Andrati or something. She did a voting PSA many years ago, which is her full name. For some reason, I feel like her real name is Stephanie. I could be wrong. That is what is going into my brain at this moment. What are you needing my support with?
Here, take those.
Okay, I have taken them.
What we're going to do is my jetpack is out of fuel.
Oh.
And unfortunately, I can't.
It's a good thing I made an elevator.
I can't refill it because there's no. You can use any gas in it, really, but I don't want to waste the oxygen and stuff. So I'm going to use nitrogen.
Okay.
Which we have a tank for, and we already have some in it, which is great.
Uh-huh.
But I don't have the piping set up to fill the tank yet.
Awesome.
So what I'm going to do...
Considering we narrowly avoided the apocalypse half a dozen times during the Cold War? Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let me look up the answer to this question. The answer is on page 490. Okay, 490. Quiz 195. And it was question 7. This one is harder to get the answers than the other one. Lady Gaga's real name, Stephanie Germanotta.
Germanotta.
Germanotta, yeah.
Okay, there you go.
I remembered.
Good.
Good. Okay. I'm just holding these for you.
Yes.
Okay.
I think I put this on.
I can do that.
What I actually need you to do is I need you to hook up the... You kidding me? I have to do it this way?
Afraid so. What way are we doing it? Amazing.
So the only way to do it is this way. Fine.
Is this way?
Okay, let's get this out of here for the 30th time.
Oh, more trivia. All right. Pick a category, Olo. I'll see if I can find one similar.
Okay. So I need pipes from the bottom of the pressure regulator around to the bottom of the fill tank. And then I'll need your help on the top of the base.
Pressure regulator to the bottom of the fill tank.
Yes.
Is there a particular tool that I need to be holding to put the pipes in?
Just to put those ones in? No.
No? Okay. I need a T-junction?
No. Just don't connect it to the pipe underneath. Just from... So you're just doing a corner out of the regulator into a straight into a corner.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Perfect. Elevator time.
Elevator time. Well, there are not enough trivia pages for that. The book. Okay, let me find the last page of trivia questions. The book only goes to 465. So you're gonna have to pick a different number. This book is smaller than the other one.
Tap W.
W.
Go.
Okay, 369, of course. Of course. 369. Start singing. 369. Okay. This is in the difficult section. What's in season? Okay, this is in the food section.
Ooh.
Ooh, interesting. Okay, honey contains a high percentage of water. How high? So how much water does honey contain? I have no idea.
So hydroscopic?
Right? Honey contains a high percentage of water. How high?
Okay, so I'm gonna jump back in here. Nope, get back in the elevator.
Okay, sorry. Just along for the journey?
Okay, over here. Okay, so you see where this pipe is? One of
This
the
green one here?
Yes.
Yes.
So you need to keep placing pipes down the corner.
So I need to place a corner
So
or
you need to
get to the corner?
place a straight, then a
Yeah.
corner going down, then more
Okay.
straights until you get to the spot just before the end. You're going to put a corner there. Show you where. Okay. So down,
Ooh, that. Well, how do I go down?
crouch.
The C isn't working.
That's left control.
Oh. Okay.
Yep. And on that one, you're going to do a left corner. You're going to go the corner towards the left into the wall.
Like that?
No, you did it the wrong way.
Okay.
So you get a wrench in your
I
other
gotta
hand.
go the other way. Yeah.
I did say to the left, right?
Yes.
So just rip that out. Go the other way. And a straight. You can use the crowbar to take off that panel if you want.
I think I got it.
Okay. Then you have to put a corner going down.
There is a cable here.
It's another pipe.
Okay.
So it should either
I
be
need
a straight
corner going down.
or a corner going down. I think you need a corner going down.
That.
Fortunately, I can't really see what's going on.
So you need a crowbar to pull this off?
And I think I got it. There you go.
Oh.
Oh, you did just fine.
She nailed it!
Yeah, you did it perfect. So what we did here was we put we hooked up the line that goes to the filling station to the nitrogen tank.
Yeah, okay.
Done.
Oh, hey, Calgar, welcome. Okay, I will find the answer to the trivia question. Final being homophobic, policing streets. That's not true. It's not final. Okay. The question was, honey contains a high percentage of water. How high? The answer is on page 511. Page 511, and it is quiz number 356. The correct answer is 80%. Honey is 80% water.
Yes.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's mostly water.
That is wild. Hey, Nighthawk, welcome. How are you doing today? Waits patiently for furnace to explode. Probably.
Yeah, it won't be long.
Probably. I anticipate. I'll just walk around at night with my crowbar in case, for safety. You never know who might be out here. You were gonna guess 80%, but went for the meme. That's fair. Oh, that's fair. Glad you're doing fine, Nighthawk.
And
Jetpack.
Yeah, I'm
go.
surprised. 80% is a lot of water in honey. Holy smokes. Do you need more of these pipes over here?
Jetpack critical.
I do not.
You do not.
Well, I will, actually, yes. I don't need them right this minute, though. You can give them to me, though. I will take them.
You would like these?
Thank you.
Okay.
As that is done. That is... We have a
So you can fill your jetpacks from there.
yes.
Whoa.
I think I've done everything I need to do on the inside of this space now. Could be wrong. I think I have one set of pipes left to put in. So I am almost done.
Do you know the similarity between marriage and a tornado for men? I do not, Wantle. The similarity between marriage and a tornado. He's losing his trailer home in either situation.
That's actually kind of funny.
Honey is made up of approximately 80% sugar and no more than 18% water. Then perhaps this trivia book is also a scam, like the other one.
Might depend on the honey.
Maybe it depends on the honey. That is the issue with these trivia books, is they do have to make like over generalizations for a lot of these. It's true, Nighthawk. I do think all of the power tools would be effective against hooligans, but you know, it's good to be prepared. Safety first and all that. Final and his mess of pipes over here.
It's a little messy.
Like, what is it that's happening over here?
I'm gonna put a minute work sign up, and you're just gonna have to accept it.
Yes, you are working. I am not interfering at all.
Don't ask questions.
I will not ask questions. No.
Where's the freaking pipes?
Okay, so I'm gonna work on the second floor now.
Yeah, like I said, you need to maybe have a look around and see if you can place, like, look in the Stationpedia to make sure like things like furniture and stuff don't require support when placing. Because if they do, then you're gonna have to put full frame blocks up.
Oh my goodness. The similarity between marriage and a tornado. It starts with sucking and blowing and ends up losing the house. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. Yes, Calgar, it's the pipe room. It's where we store all of our pipes.
No problem with this?
I don't know. The pipe room looks like your petrochemical distillation area on Captain of Industry. I thought. There was somebody else. Who was playing Captain of Industry?
I think it was Challenge.
Growlcore?
Oh, yeah, Growlcore's playing it, and Challenge is playing... Challenge is playing...
Okay, so we got a lot of space to work with
Junkyard
here.
something.
Junkyard something. Junk punk.
Junk punk, yes.
So we have to keep this area available, because this is going to turn into our greenhouse. The one that currently we grow our tomatoes in.
Jetpack low.
So we have to cover some of this, but not all. And you're thinking that we can't just use walls? We actually will have to use the cubes?
We might need to, yeah. I don't know. For sure.
For sure. Now we have all this extra power. I can just replace my batteries and leave my lights on all the time.
You can.
So
Isn't that amazing?
convenient.
So amazing.
So amazing. It was Growlcore. Thank you, Jared. Okay, so what do we have left over? We have a wall. We have iron walls. We're not using iron anymore. We're using steel, right?
You're trying to.
We're trying to use steel. So let's use some steel. I guess we'll get a frame or two.
Hunger critical.
Is that in the auto lathe?
Ah!
Steel frames. Go. Your Stationeer's base is a single sheet of frames, Nighthawk? Like 5 machines on it? You're trying to figure out how to make the late tier metals in the advanced furnace?
Yeah, those are tricky.
Those are tricky.
Okay. I have finally hooked everything
You finished the
up.
pipe room?
Yes, everything's hooked up now.
Okay. Should we have a tour through your pipe room?
You won't, I mean, not much of a tour. You can only walk into the first frame and then not do anything.
This is the pipe spaghetti.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
The vibe is chaotic.
I think I can actually recess this ice crusher into the wall, though. I think I can do that.
Where's the water? There's the water. The beeping is getting irritating.
You're getting irritating.
I mean, Final always says that I'm irritating.
I mean, am I wrong?
I don't know. Am I irritating? Oh, and there's another one too. Excellent. Thank you.
Welcome. Wave valve. Okay, and then I think,
What is that's the ice crusher?
yeah, I can deconstruct this and I can put it into. Oh, apparently, I'm hungry.
Do you need a can of soup?
No, I've got a can of soup right here.
You got some crunchy soup?
I have some crunchy soup. Eating some crunchy soup.
Oh, the can is small now. Normally it was like oversized, but in your hand it's so little.
I know, I'm kind of a big deal.
Just have such big hands.
Yeah. Alien says I need a Snickers bar.
You need a Snickers?
Building torch and iron sheets. And some cables. There it is. I can take this. Oh no, it's okay. I was like, why is it so warm?
Well then. You know what I should do? I should get some walls, just in case. Sheets. Make a few of those.
Can't reach the freaking button.
Time for your day off and your weekend, Wansel? Oh no. No free push-ups. I gave you 5 free push-ups. No more.
Can't I turn you on?
So,
What is going on here? Why can't I?
oh gosh. Uh, the soda can.
But the love's a good soda can.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Wansel. Ooh, all right, I'm awake. Oh, and some sit-ups. Okay. All right, Calgar, I will do some sit-ups. Just wait. Winter will wait until I've sat back down and redeem some workouts. Let's see. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 5 sit-ups. Thank you, Calgar.
Okay, get this glass in here.
I guess I have to make kit walls. That's what I need for the walls.
Could be.
Kit flat wall? Just kit wall? Let's see. Yeah, that's steel. Okay. No. Yeah. Let's see.
Think I got it. Think I got it?
You think you got it for the pipe room?
Think it's done. 'Cause I think I got
Should
it.
make an alarm that you can pay for to get a routine of workouts. You're upstairs?
Yeah, I'm going down now. Okay, I can put all that away now. Put that away.
I forgot to add the one for burpees.
You did. You did
It's
forget.
gonna be an expensive one.
Okay, and then where is my... This one up. And what I can do is put this in here, and then I can put these down. Straights. There we go. Yes.
How many windows are we wanting in this area? Some, but not too many?
Some, but not too many.
Because it helps if we run out of power that we have some light coming in.
Yes. I need to do one more thing before I put all that stuff away. Is I need to make some more green paint.
Okay, so that works. I can place those.
Do need more nitrogen.
Nitrogen. What are you inspecting?
I am painting the pipes so that when we uncover them on the walls, we know what they're for.
Look at you go.
No.
So efficient. Oh, no. Oh, okay, well, he's already gone.
You didn't communicate that you wanted to be in the elevator with me.
Yeah, but you already left. I'll call the elevator.
Fault. Not my fault.
And cheaper single things, like cheaper for channel points or cheaper for bits, Wantle? Do tell.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna build some walls.
What am I gonna do here? Guess I need some more pipes. Story of my life.
More pipes, more pipes.
Always need more freaking pipes. That way I can pipe up the furnace, finally.
We're probably gonna need more steel to finish this second floor addition to the base.
Do we not have another steel ingot, or am I crazy? I think I could be crazy.
I did not check. I'm just noting.
Fine. Gosh, always in the way.
Just looking into your brain.
Looking into your brain.
Looking into your brain.
Oh. Sure.
Cheaper? 5 push-ups cheaper? No. No. I think 1,000 points for 5 push-ups is a fair price.
It's okay, I'll just change your honor later.
It's true. You have the admin powers. To get workouts on Finals channel, it's double the cost.
I know. Five minutes of planking for 100 blooms. Right.
Can anybody hold a plank for 5 minutes here?
Used to.
You used to be able to hold a plank for 5 minutes?
Yes.
That's... I think it would have to be hold a plank for as long as you can.
Probably.
Because it's not going to be 5 minutes. A cheaper SCO Ultimate?
Cheaper Scope Ultimate. Ha. There's a reason why it's 50,000 bits.
Not bits, it's channel points.
Channel points, sorry. 50,000 bits though.
That would be so many.
Okay, I have to get power over here, and then I have to get a vent set up.
Your record was 8 minutes and 30 seconds, Alien. Holy smokes. You do 2 60-second planks daily now to get rid of your gut. Right? We all gotta keep our guts in check. What they don't tell you. Like, as you get older, your stomach is just going to expand.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No? Hold on. Can I not place this over here? Because it thinks there's something over here?
I don't know. I don't know where you are.
Maybe if I remove this one.
Yeah, I think I'm going to just use a full-out vent before we build out. Because I'm gonna... So, for this advanced furnace, I'm just gonna get it started and up and running.
Yep.
And once that is up and running, I can work on hooking it up to some sort of cooling system. And then I can cool the exhaust gases and recapture the gases. Which would be really great because it means that we have a place to... We can recycle the excess gas coming out of the furnace when it's consumed.
Okay.
And we can get rid of the excess stuff another way.
Well, there we go.
So it's a fun thing to do, but it's a whole setup that we just don't have the resources for right now. Controller.
Challenge has a question for you, Final. Do your PAMs turn their dampeners off when they are running, or do you know? In the Space Engineers.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
Yes, PAM automatically, the script automatically turns off the...
That PAM.
It automatically turns off the dampeners, and I think it's because it controls the... Or what it thinks, I think it thinks it does, is it thinks it controls the thrust needed to keep it in the air. And so it shuts off the dampeners and does what the dampeners would do. Which is interesting.
You guess you're doing the plank wrong then, Wansel? I mean, planks are not easy. No matter your size. There's a lot of factors, I think, that would go into being good at a plank or being able to hold one for a long time. Okay, so I put a window there so we could look. Maybe I'll do 2 windows.
Connector was on top and kept getting stuck trying to connect and disconnect. Does it get stuck? I'm guessing it gets stuck. Just thinking about that. Hello, Sutherland. Thank you.
Welcome, Sutherland. How are you doing?
Does it like constantly try and go up and then comes back and then it goes up and comes back? Like it's like it's trying to get to the connector.
It's thinking about it.
It's like it keeps retrying even though it can't get there, or is it getting stuck like it's ramming into it?
I'm wondering if I just do this like thinner space here as the upstairs. Like, what are we planning on putting up here?
Well, I can't remember if we were going to move the greenhouse upstairs Or if we were going to do something else.
Because I think we were going to leave the greenhouse here and take the other things out of it because we already have this fully glassed room.
Yeah, and we were
with
gonna
the pressure.
build an automated system in there to do the plants and things.
Yeah, which means we might have to raise the roof up.
We might not. I don't think we will.
But I think we were going to keep this one as is. So I wonder if we just make like a thinner base.
I don't think
here.
you would build anything on top of it. You would just build on top of the regular part of the space here.
Well, it's because it's so large. It's a lot to pressurize.
I mean, we haven't even pressurized down here yet.
I know.
Settlance is still been playing a little Icarus. Icarus is good. Waiting,
Nice.
There's a new update every week. I don't know if they're on
Really?
break now or not, but they have been doing lots of updates.
It's true,
and then-
Ninehawk. The hard part of planks is not sticking your butt up in the air. Having the good posture, form.
Challenge. There is a weight limit. You can change the weight limit on the pen. So if you go into the behavior settings, drop the max load to like 70% and see what happens. I assume you might have already done that, but I'll ask anyways.
Always good to check.
Well, there goes all that copper. Wonderful. Time to smelt some more. Oh, they put wolves and stuff to the outposts. Cool. Kind of glad they did that. It's quite boring.
It was quite boring.
Okay, let's pull this up.
Because if I fill all this in, it's a very big space.
I'm just start with a smaller pressurizable like entryway space or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know if we'll be able to go through that. We can try. None, some, hard, and extreme. Well, we know what we're playing on.
Extreme. No.
Hydration critical.
Hydration, critical. Oh, why
Lionel's
did-
always like, is there the most difficult setting? Yes, let's do that one.
why are you not excited about that? I don't understand.
You don't understand.
My hydration is critical.
There's 2 filled water bottles in the room with the ice crusher.
Oh, good.
Okay, so that's the window, and that is a window.
You're a window. Okay. That's a good sign. And it's the normal Olympus map. Huh, cool. Did that finish? Yes. Alright, I'm gonna put this in here. Jump in here and get some water.
There we go.
You go find any ice?
I did find some. Do I need to find more?
Don't know, but we do need to probably collect some hydrogen and oxygen ice and shove those into a crusher,
Okay.
as we can filter.
Because it
them.
just became day, so I can go out and do that.
It's up to you.
Yeah. Well, the light is happening, so you just need the oxite and
Yeah.
water.
And then it can just get fed into that ice crusher that's on the wall
Okay.
next to the filtration room.
Sure.
Everything goes to plan. We will have some nice, fresh oxygen and things for the base.
Ooh. Peek through.
Okay, I have my water.
Oh, I don't have water with me. It's fine. Totally fine.
All the caves you know and love. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Back by popular demand. All the caves you know and love.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Low motion mining.
Okay, now I need to print off some cables. And could probably get rid of all of this. Let's do that now.
So many cables.
So many cobblers.
So many goblins. Go.
Okay.
There's more of that. Oxide.
And that, and that.
Okay, and then you want oxide and ice.
I need oxide and volatiles.
Okay.
So I need pink and blue,
Pink and blue.
but I don't need water because we have enough water for right now, I think.
Okay. And you want me just to stick all of those into the same crusher?
Yep. We can do it one type at a time just to make sure everything's fine.
No, let's do them all mixed up and chaotic.
I mean, we can. This thing is built to be able to do that. So,
Lionel going, I know Skoka.
yes, I do.
He's gonna mess this up.
She is. Well, you know what I didn't set up?
Just keeping you on your toes. What did you forget?
I forgot to set up the back pressure regulator.
Aww. Wah wah. Big sigh.
Frustrating.
So frustrating.
It's in an awkward spot, too.
My gosh. Oh, speaking of frustrating, you had a job interview today. Well, kind of.
I did, but it was also frustrating.
It was also frustrating.
Yep. Can I not place that there? Yes, it was frustrating. So, because they didn't really know what they want, they didn't advertise their salary band, and I think they realized that it's too expensive for them and more experienced than what the role was looking for. Frustrating way. So, there you go.
I
Welcome
don't
to life.
understand why people don't put the salary on job postings. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it.
Yeah, well, the rest of the world.
Eh. Okay, so this is the machine that you want me to use for the crushing of the volatiles?
Yes, so turn it on.
We're gonna go pink.
Okay, put the pink ones in there. We'll grind them up. I think we can hear it.
A little bit.
I was saying, challenge, make sure you've set the weight limit on the PAM miner to maybe something lower, like set it to like 70%. That is working.
So that's the last pink one I have, and then I'll go to the blue ones.
Cool. Give me a moment here. Oh, you've already put the blue ones in.
Already did.
It's working. The hydrogen tank is tank is filling.
Awesome.
The nitrogen tank is also filling. The oxygen tank is also filling. You can look at all the dials and see them expand.
Are you
Like,
happy it's working?
Numbers and dials and things. Yes,
Is it working?
it's working.
Should I go find more?
We will always need more. Like this is like these tanks. I think are capable of holding 20 megapascals each.
That's a lot.
Yeah, we're barely hitting one.
Because there's more here. I just wasn't sure the urgency of the matter, so I
It's
brought
not-
it back quickly.
It's not super urgent.
Okay.
We're gonna have to make. We're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to do some fancy piping and try and figure out what the right place to put all the different things is. Because I'm gonna have to set up stuff for making sure that we get all of the fuel to the right place, make sure it's the right temperature.
Are you? Is this gold?
That's gold, yes.
Do you need anything? Copper?
We have copper, gold, and iron.
Okay.
We do need to make steel. Because I'm looking around here and I'm not seeing any steel left, and it looks like there's not very much steel left in the things. No, there's 111 grams of steel in the autolathe.
Okay.
There's not very much steel left in the Atmos print. There's 146 steel left in the Electro print. And there's no steel in the Toolmaker, so should be okay.
Okay.
Yeah, challenge. I've only built PAM miners with connectors on the bottom.
Yeah, that's our usual setup.
But I think the challenge is always ensuring that you have a miner that's strong enough to do all the lifting you need. Hurrah, winter. Whoa.
Wow.
What am I
We
doing?
got a nice sunset happening.
I'm gonna go. Oh, it's gonna build a battery. That's what I was gonna do.
They're beautiful.
I enjoy how the names of some of these items are definitely like the item slug.
All right, to prevent getting lost in the dark, we're gonna go back now. We can see our little house on a hill.
Yes.
Oh, giant crater that I have created.
Good job.
Navigating around.
And tools. Here we go. Right. Corner.
I like how we have all the CO2 filters in this soon-to-be airlock.
Yes. Not a real airlock yet.
No.
Okay, so there is the furnace. There is the contents or the fuel line for it. I've just set up, I think I have to set up a vacuum pump.
What are you doing?
I am working on setting up the Z furnace.
Furnace.
Yeah.
Oh, my air tank is low. Do I need to use one of our fancy fillers here?
Yes. So take your oxygen tank.
White tank, yeah.
Yeah, put it into the white oxygen tank.
Uh-huh.
And then hit the button here on the pressure regulator.
This here?
Yep.
Increase?
Nope, just the on, top right, where the red arrow is.
On.
Yep. Then you can close it to turn it off. Then take the filter
Take.
or the tank, put it into your thing.
I took
Should be
the
full.
tank. And then what do I do about the waste tank?
Waste tank I haven't figured out yet. What I think we'll do is I'll set up a dumping station that will
Okay.
suck all of the stuff out of the waste tank
Mm.
into the filtration system, and it'll figure it out.
And then it'll sort it for us.
Yes.
Handy.
Yeah, because we can do all of that.
Okay, that's good.
What I think I might do is, because my waste tank is kind of full, I will do that anyways. Give me a moment, and I will build all the things to do that with.
Just gonna casually build it all.
It's just casual, because I'm like that.
Just casual like that, okay.
OMG, so
Oh my
casual.
gosh, so casual. My water bottle is empty, so I'm gonna get a new one. I have a can of soup still.
And
Wait for the pressurization.
let's see what is behind this wall. Nothing. Perfect.
Space.
And guess what I need to make more of?
Iron
Pipes.
pipes.
More pipes.
I'm just assuming based on all the games that we play that iron is the correct answer.
I mean, you're not completely wrong.
Because so many games that we play involve building things with iron.
Yes. Also realizing something.
And then we have this portable gas tank. Should we be doing anything with this one?
Which portal? Oh, the white one that's in there.
Yeah.
It's kind of right now. I think it's mostly an emergency tank.
Okay.
Don't really need to do anything with it.
Fair?
Oh, great storm!
Good timing.
Perfect timing. Volume pump. Perfect.
I mean, the storm looks pretty cool now. You can see the little, like, particles.
Yes.
Look at that. That's so cool.
Much particling.
I assume it's translating through on the stream.
Yeah.
Kind of like snow, but storm snow.
The frame rate just plummets when you're dealing with the storm.
Yeah. Also kind of looks like smoke. Oh yeah. Ooh.
Okay, so I guess I have to go put these away because
Oh,
the
and you
storm.
can hear the storm noises.
You can. Much storm noises.
Much storm noises. What should we do? Maybe we should read a trivia question? Whilst we can't really move.
Yeah, because I can't make. Oh, my pipes are still here. Cool. Oh, this is out of steel. Guess that's a good thing that I have that up.
Okay, let's see. I have opened to a random page. We have found...
Something just took damage.
Oh dear. I have found the Books with Bite category. What is
Books with
Books
bite.
with Bite. What does that mean? Oh, it's all about like vampires.
That's amusing.
Yeah. Okay. How about this one? Which author wrote the books that inspired the TV series True Blood? Which author wrote the books that inspired the TV series True Blood?
I know this.
I thought you might.
It was True Blood was really good for like 2
For
minutes.
a bit there.
And then it wasn't very good. Hard time with True Blood after a little while.
Yeah.
Yep.
Almost like iron is a staple in crafting survival games. Yep, no idea why. Exactly, challenge.
Okay, Olo. Girl talk.
Curl time. Be careful of your shoulder.
Probably making my shoulder better.
Making your shoulder better.
1.
Hail? Like the
Ooh.
storm is like hail? Or the book author is hail?
3. 4. 5. Thank you, Olo.
Oh, have we survived?
Yes, looks like.
We've survived! Okay. So I think I need plastic sheets.
I might need another volume pump. We'll see. Gonna have to pop this open. Gonna have to calibrate this freaking thing.
Okay, let's see. Question. Which author wrote the books that inspired the TV series True Blood? Answers are on page 479. 479. Quiz number 99. Question
That's the right way.
8. Charlene Harris?
Sounds familiar.
Charlene
Jetpack
Harris.
Critical.
Oh, we got a lot of plastic sheets. I don't know. Did anybody go through a phase of watching all of the vampire TV shows? There were so many of them.
There were. Back pressure regulator. So when this is over,
No, I wonder if we just put another steel frame against this one. That would be
8,000,
easy.
I think. Actually, no, I think it's 10 megapascals. Let's go with. Yeah, 10 megapascals. Just for fun, because I think that's the limit of the tank. The pipes that are really the limitation, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Try that again. And now I have to think about electrical.
Power low.
Of course, my power's low. Actually, it's not. But it's fine.
Because the warning is at like 50%, right?
The power low warning is at 50%. The power critical is at 10 or 20. I need more cables. More cables. Oh, God.
Okay, I will get another frame and steel.
You busy building a loft up there?
Busy building a loft. Not really, because it's all the same block size. It's just a second floor.
Sure, sure. Okay, turn that off. Down here.
Okay. Steel frame.
There we go.
I need a welding torch.
Perfect. Okay, let's do some. Let's put some bits up for this. That's not where I wanted to put that, but okay, got that. Fill in this panel. Go. That there. And
And
I can put my waste tank.
Waste tank critical.
Empty my waste tank. Yep. My waste tank back. Turn that off. And I just refiltered everything from my waste tank.
silicone.
Ah,
Look at you.
I'm so amazed.
You're so amazing.
I know. Please tell me more.
You're just fantastic.
Mm,
So talented. So smart.
that's me. Thank you. Thank you.
I need some more silicone to make plastic.
Don't we have silicon? Or we have 10 units of silicon.
Yeah, not quite a lot.
I mean, there's a bit. Okay, so turn that on.
You get a new
Wonderful.
place to live when we move. You can, yes, when the plan is to get a new apartment, and then once we're settled, we're gonna set up a server for space engineers.
Yes, this is the plan.
That's the plan.
Once we get life figured out in the new place.
Yep. My goodness. Apartment hunting is wild.
Yes.
Things are on the market for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, well, where we are, yes, in particular.
It's just so quick.
Okay. Is there anything else here that I need to deal with?
We have not found a place, no. On Saturday, we're going to go look at apartments.
Oh, volume pump.
Our realtor is going to tour us around.
Right, I was going to plug in a volume pump. Do I need a volume pump? Probably do if I want to maximize the amount of fuel. I'm not too worried about that because all of the fuel is going to be in this line anyways, so it doesn't really matter. So, it's time to mix some fuel.
Nice.
Input, that's input 2. So, input 1.
Oh, thank you, Alien. Appreciate it. You looked at 20 before you found your new one? That's wild. That's so many. We have the sturdy shack 30 miles from the closest gas station, which was condemned. That will be $8,000 per month. Wait, sorry, it has been taken. It's so true, Nighthawk.
It is true.
There's some stuff that they're like, oh yeah, this one went for $200,000 above asking price. What?
Yeah.
What?
Or the one that we saw one that was intentionally priced $100,000 under the previous purchase in order
Yeah.
to encourage a bidding war.
Yeah,
That was annoying.
that was annoying. And in Vancouver, there was something that happened in the 80s and 90s where people were not building like condos and units to spec, essentially.
Well, it was spec back then.
Spec back then.
So the challenge is a lot of places in Vancouver are not rain screened. And rain screening is a method of providing like covering and sheeting on the outside of the building that lets water wick through a particular surface and then away from the building. That wasn't the thing that was done in a particularly rainy climate city up until the early 90s.
So there's a lot of units that are in our price range that our realtor will like get the reports on, and she's like, yeah, this isn't rain screened, which means there's no point in buying it. Because
Well,
the cost that we'll have to go into repair
to do a rain screen, yeah.
are very extensive and it could be difficult to get insurance on them and all that jazz. So it's a wild time to attempt to buy real estate. Migration critical. Yeah, Suit Lady is a little angrier.
She's a little angrier. She's a little bit more terse.
A little terse.
Yep.
Just like, you idiot. Why did you let your hydration get critical?
Yes. I mean, the other part of the problem is we're also looking at apartments, which means the entire building has to do the rain screening.
Yes.
We're not looking at houses. So
We are not looking. We can't afford a house.
no. You want to buy a house in Vancouver? Go
You need $2 million.
at least. Okay. Should I?
No.
No.
I don't know what you were going to say.
I was going to attempt to print some steel.
Oh, you probably should.
See if I can make some steel.
Do we need cobalt? We haven't needed cobalt ever.
Not yet.
What do we use cobalt for?
In advanced things.
Advanced. We're not advanced right now.
Well, we have the
Or
advanced
maybe
furnace.
intermediate.
We will be able to. Okay, so this is the challenge I'm going to run into that I'm just realizing I forgot about. I was like, oh, I should do this thing. This would be just fine. And then I'm like, oh, wait.
I don't want to disrupt these ones too much, because then we'll have giant divots around the base like I've been doing.
Yes. I definitely need a volume pump. It's like, oh, I don't need a volume pump. Oh, yes, I do. I realized why I need a volume pump. Need a volume pump to act as a break between the gas that's going into the furnace and the furnace itself. Because if I don't do that, the furnace will ignite all of the fuel in the fuel line up to the tank.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, that's not nice.
Just what we wanted.
Because that's happened to me before.
Awesome.
Figure out where I can put this.
Okay, so we'll get the silicon going.
Maybe we do that. Then it needs more pipes.
All at 50. Have 13 of those. So we'll get rid of them. Perfect. Final's very focused today.
I'm trying to make sure that I build the thing that's not going to explode.
Explode! Alright, we'll stand here in case there's a big kaboom.
There won't be at the moment.
No? No kaboom?
No big kaboom at the moment, no.
Oh. So here we're going to make our advanced things.
Yes, because we need the advanced furnace to make advanced materials.
What are advanced materials?
Look in your imaging.
Thingamajig. The Stationpedia?
Yes. That thingamajig.
There isn't a section for advanced.
Search advanced furnace, maybe? Or look up Constantin, something else.
Advanced furnace.
Not Invar, something else.
The advanced furnace comes with integrated inlet and outlet pumps for controlling the unit's internal pressure.
Yes.
Manufactures charcoal, ingot astraloy, ingot constantan, copper, electrum, gold, hastaloy,
Asteloy, yep.
inconel, invar, iron, lead, nickel, silicon, silver, solder, steel, stellite, waspaloy.
Yep.
Okay, those are all the things it does.
Yep. And
That's
those
true. I
ones,
could prove final wrong and make it explode.
if you look
Kaboom.
at any one of, I think, Waspaloy, Astraloy, Stellite, any of those,
Waspaloy.
if you look at those, you'll see that they can only be made in a imaging. Oh, I need some steel, and it's in a thing.
How to manufacture advanced furnace. Silver, nickel, and lead for waspaloy.
Yep. And do you see the temperatures and the pressures on it?
400,000 K to 800? No, 400K. Sorry, I was thinking K as in 1,000.
Yep.
400K to 800K. 126.85 Celsius to 526.85 Celsius.
Yeah.
That's hot.
So what's the pressure needed?
50 to 100 megapascals.
Yeah. So 50 megapascals. I don't know what the limit on the regular furnace is. That's a lot of megapascals.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, those are super alloys.
Yes.
Okay, and they all have sort of different requirements for temperature and pressure.
All alloys do, but you need a very precise control in order to get some of those.
Yeah, I would imagine so. Make big boom today. Perhaps. I don't know. Finals worked pretty hard. I would feel bad.
Don't know if I will be able to make all of the things go today, but we can try.
Oh yeah, I haven't even checked the time. It's actually coming up to when we typically end the stream.
Yes.
Whoa, time flies.
right. Okay, so let's see. It's on. Turn this on. It's down to 0. This is down to 0. Okay. This, we're going to bring this down to 0 as well.
Plastic sheets.
That
Let's get some
on.
more of those.
Let's check. Okay, there are 8 kilopascals. Let's That
I don't know
in.
how many of these I need.
The output. This is the input.
Maybe I'll get 20. Should be fine. Oh, we got 21. 12 a.m. for you, Calgar? Well, you typically are a night owl, if I remember correctly. Good source of many mistakes. You each do half of the furnace. You're not allowed to talk to the other person. You can only do half.
Let's drain this and let's see what we get in terms of temperature and pressure from 7 something kPa. Not a lot. Just not a lot in here.
No.
I think my ratio's off though. It's supposed to be 2. It's supposed to be
I
2
don't
to
know.
1.
This is still a pretty big space.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be the other way around.
And we have a couple of light sources through the windows, and I put 2 of them here so that we'd be able to see into the greenhouse.
Yeah. Put them backwards.
Oh, this one's... Ah, okay, that one is flipped. I placed it incorrectly. Oh my gosh! Air horn.
Didn't like that?
Whew. Thank you, Wantel. Are we all awake now?
No.
Whew. My goodness. Angle grinder. The timing on that one. Spectacular. Okay, let's see if I placed that correctly.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
Perfect. Morning. Good morning. Indeed, just in time for going to sleep. A nice air horn.
No CO2. It's still mostly oxygen. I might need to recirculate this all back into the filtration system.
Maybe we'll put the window here. So a little bit of light at the entrance.
48, 49, yeah.
Power critical.
See if we can just do a bunch of draining here and see.
Okay, so we have
Okay, we're getting closer.
space. Here, we can just drop on over here. Look,
Okay.
more pipes.
Always with more pipes. Let's
So
go
pipes are coming
to-
from your pipe room out here into the furnace.
Yep.
What kind of gases need to be in the advanced furnace?
So you need a mixture of 2 hydrogen to 1 oxygen, I think, or it's the other way around. I'm not entirely sure.
2
Never
hydrogen.
remember.
Sounds good. Thanks for hanging out, Wantol. Hopefully we'll see you later.
So we just lit the furnace.
We just lit the furnace.
It's not quite where I want it to be. Pressure output is not. So what are we losing here? Temperature and pressure. So pressure is 441 kPa. Temperature is 680 Kelvin, which is not that hot. We need
What are you trying to make?
To make steel, I need 900 Kelvin to 100 kilokelvin,
Okay.
which is
So
626
you need
C.
to be going up
Yes.
in temperature? But you're going down in temperature.
Going down in temperature right now, yes. Let me just see. Slowly draining out this tank now. And in here, we have a whole bunch of spent fuel and a dropping temperature. Okay, so now I can just... we're going to close off the input. This pipe is now very warm because it's combusting.
Yeah.
And we're going to output everything. So we're just dumping everything inside of the furnace now.
Okay.
So out the back over here, out this vent, there's a bunch of gas coming out.
Ah, okay. I see, because we have the little polycule? It's a molecule or a particle?
Yes.
I can't do any of the words right now.
All of the words are hard for you right now.
All of the words are wrong.
We're just going to drain all of that out.
Okay.
And I will try repressurizing again.
Okay. We're gonna crunch on some soup while we wait.
Five pascals. The furnace is empty. Okay, so let's decrease this to 0. Then we're going to...
So much focus.
On. Slowly fill the furnace. I am tempted to see, because you can actually use another furnace as like a pre-burner, which is something I've never seen before.
How do you mean?
Something that Rev was talking about was that you could put the gases into this furnace, activate them, and then fuel those hot gases into this furnace.
Sounds very complex.
I believe it is.
And here we are like, can we turn this on? Will it get warm?
Let's increase. Pressure is
Do you have the ores needed for this?
not yet. 1 megapascal to 100 megapascal, so it's wide open, and 900 to 100.
Oh, there's plastic sheets there. So you need coal and iron?
I do. I need, for steel, we need, so 3 to 1. So do 150 iron to 50 coal.
Okay.
And I think I have it running at the temperature we need.
Okay. Where do I dump the
So
stuff?
put,
In here?
put it in the
Chute bin?
chute bin, yes.
All of it?
Yep, all of it.
Is there
Pull the lever.
where is the lever? On this side.
Yes. Good.
Nope. Try this again. Lever. Lever. Okay, everything has gone into the chute bin.
Oh, no. I have it backwards.
Oxygen low.
Can we retrieve our ores?
I think so. this. We have the ores.
Okay. All right, rescued.
Okay, so just put them straight into the side.
The side here?
Oxygen critical.
Yes, I need power. Hang on, I'll be right back. Into the side of the furnace.
Uh-huh. Yes, I'm just double checking.
Yeah, so just put them straight in.
Okay.
Have you been doing it?
Oh, I can't put another one in. Oh, there we go. And we go. And last one. Oh, I hear a noise that something happened, but I didn't get a visual. Oh no. War Scar, thank you so much for following. I apologize, the alerts are delayed. But thank you so much, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Now we're just waiting for the temperature.
Yeah, we're gonna evacuate a bunch of dead gases. There's no actual... There's no actual room left in there.
Okay.
So I have to fix that. So the inside of this thing, we're effectively suffocating the fuel coming in.
Right.
It's all CO2 and X, and I wasn't evacuating it fast enough.
Glad to hear you're well, Warscar. Glad to see people are coming back to stream this incredible game. Yeah. I mean, Final and I have played it on and off for some time. Well, Final does most of the game. Quite frankly. I will link over to his channel. So the buttons and the alerts are all very slow at the moment. But there's Final, who is working on the furnace.
Trying to get the furnace to work.
The temperature is getting up there.
Yeah, I need to evacuate some more. Just drain it all out.
It's so interesting to watch the temperature change so drastically.
Well, it's the pressure that's changing drastically right now.
Yeah.
Temperature is
I'll have
not
to
that
get
high.
another battery. One moment.
Okay.
Oh,
Let's try
hey,
this
Malloy,
again.
welcome. How are you doing today?
You ready and importing. Thank you, Warscar. Appreciate it. Thank you for the follow. $20 kPa. Get this up a little bit higher.
You're doing great. Glad to hear it. Final and I are well. At least I think we're well.
Just the way of fuel in there, so I'm gonna try this. We're mixing some fuel.
I wonder if we make this like a really long and thin base. Because we're gradually not needing as much of the stuff as we thought we did. Or we're moving it out against this wall, so we might be able to like bring the base in a little bit.
Come on, get the pressure up.
Oh yeah, there it goes. And we have a good evening time for furnacing.
We do. Ta-da!
Woo!
Steel.
Steel. Am I supposed to see it?
It's over here.
Mm.
Go back to get it.
There it is. Haha! Steel!
Yes, steel.
Nailed it!
Now, I can empty this. We needed to make the steel. That's what we needed to do. We're going to empty the furnace out.
Mm-hmm.
It's all CO2 and other gases. I can build more pipes now because we just made 200 grams or 200 units of steel.
Because you need the steel for pipes?
Yes, I need more steel pipes. So I can then take this insulated pipe and run it all the way back to the import, but I need to cool it first. So I have to build a cooling solution of some kind.
Right.
So I think I'll probably have to do some kind of heat exchange to cool it. I could probably use captured X gas to do it.
Oh, okay.
Just
It's
the
similar to
pollutant.
how you're building your base on Venus, Horsecar. Small 5x7 hub with 1 to 2 corridors. Nice. We have like the sprawl base going on right now. We have maybe it's easier from up here. We're working on the second floor. But we have the entrance, which will be pressurized here. This room will be our greenhouse room. This was the first room that we had. We have our solar panel room to protect from the storms. And storage. All of our machines. And then final pipe nonsense.
Not
Over
total
here?
nonsense. It actually makes perfect sense.
It makes perfect sense. Well, your pipe room.
Yes. Much piping.
Final did try Venus. I didn't want to play on Venus.
No, she didn't.
I said we can do the easy one.
But we've got a fuel tank, we've got oxygen, hydrogen,
Oxygen low.
nitrogen, and something else over there. CO2.
All color coded.
Back pressure regulators to eject excess CO2. 9 yards. I need oxygen, because I need oxygen now.
You need oxygen now.
Airtight critical.
Ta-da! Done.
Done.
Alrighty. Well, should we pack it up? I could fix the chutes next week.
In 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, yes.
You found keeping the rooms small and separating them with corridors keeps the FPS up? Yeah, that's fair. Oh, thank you.
Filter
This is
low.
more of, we hadn't done Stationeers in a very long time, so we're remembering how to play. So there wasn't as much intention as Final probably would have liked into how the base is working,
Yes.
but we're refining
Airtight
it
critical.
over time.
Oh, that's pure.
Night hockey started on the moon. You have a bit of a lack of air problem. As one does. Feels like it's
There we
stick.
go. Ta-da!
Silicone.
There we go.
Here.
Ready?
Put this here, and I will stick the steel in there.
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay. Into the only pressurized space we have.
Into
find out
our
how-
pressurized room. Yeah, so if you're interested in Stationeers, we do Stationeers every other, what is Wednesday evening for us. So every other week on Wednesday, we do Stationeers. And then those other weeks, we do World of Warships. on
Yes.
Wednesdays as our community night.
Yes. Yes. Those are things that we do.
The Discord is probably the best way to keep up with the happenings of the streams. We try to make events for things that are community events. But the
Yes.
current setup right now is alternating between Stationeers and World of Warships
Did you kill
on
your plants?
Wednesdays. No, I removed all of them. See,
Okay.
look. I made 6
Seeds?
tomato seeds
Oh, look
up
at
at the
you.
top left. I know. I
Congratulations.
corrected my problem
job.
of killing all of our tomatoes.
Good job. Well, folks, we got our advanced furnace up and running. Now to figure out that recycling system. If you enjoyed that, make sure to like and subscribe, and we will see you here next time.